I guess he's just obsessed with me.
No. Next, Joy's going to say she's never heard of carbs. Seriously, her denial of knowing me is as believable as her red hair. But obsession? I mean, come on, Joy. Where would you even get that idea? Like Joy Behar's face, it's looking worse and worse by the day. More full of crap than Joy Behar after a night of scotch at Taco Bell. Her being named Joy is like me being named ugly. Joy wasn't there on the show. Apparently Mondays are her days off when she feeds in the pasture. It now smells like a humid day inside Joy Behar's moo-moo. The motives stink worse than Joy Behar's jog bra. I mean, assuming she jogs. Oh, wait, there she is.
Greg Gutfeld came in swinging, turning a forgettable exchange with Joy Behar into a viral takedown. With sharp wit and zero hesitation, he sliced through her points like butter. What started as routine talk show filler turned into a full-blown spectacle blunt, hilarious, and impossible to ignore. Gutfeld didn't just push back, he flattened the whole argument, each line hitting harder than the last. No shouting, no chaos, just precise hits and a smug grin. And when it ended, no counterpunch, just awkward silence. Greg didn't debate, he dominated, flipping the tone of political TV with one raised eyebrow and a mic drop that didn't need words.
In tonight's View on the View, here's Joy Behar calling young Republicans dumb.
This business about the aging that keeps coming up and talking about the young generation. The young generation of Republicans are dumb.
Well,
You've got that Vivek Ramaswamy. You've got Marjorie Taylor Greene. You've got, wait a second, Lauren Bubblehead, Matt Gaetz. You have all these people who went along with the insurrection, who believe that Trump won. Oh, Marjorie's out there. Oh, Trump won by a landslide. They're liars, and they are the new generation of the Republican Party.
Joy sure loves running her mouth. She should. But you should, it's the only...
To Gutfeld, Joy Behar's rant was a freebie wrapped in arrogance. She called conservatives ignorant, nothing new, but this time, Greg was ready. No warm-up, no mercy. He flipped her insult into a punchline, turning smug into cell phone. Behar tried to land a jab, but Greg turned it into ammo, firing back with sharp timing and that trademark smirk. She handed him the setup hand he didn't miss.
She's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
I want to suggest he was a 7.
Joy Behar calls her a 10. I mean, how dare she objectify a woman with a sexist rating system, but it's such a typical...
For Joy Behar, this kind of noise is an art or at least a loud little hobby. But Greg Gutfeld wasn't letting it skate by. No yelling, no theatrics, just the cool, surgical calm, like tidying up a mess with one raised eyebrow. Her comment wasn't just rude, it was lazy, so tired. It could be printed on a tote bag sold next to overpriced lattes. And Greg, he's not in the business of slogans. He's in the business of takedowns, and this one came gift trapped.
Did you watch the whole thing or just the parts that I sent you?
I watched it. Obviously, just the parts that you said. Did I watch a whole episode of The View?
No woman can do that unless you're stupid. But
I have a job.
Here's the thing. How can they call themselves progressives when they keep saying that nothing has progressed? Then it's on them.
Right. I just wish I could have, what I would have watched if I could, would have been Joy Behar watching that.
Yes.
And being like, I totally made the right call. It was not an accident that they had him there on her.
Greg Gutfeld called out the gap between media elites like Joy Behar and everyday Americans. While she talks in the studio, others are out fixing schools and fighting crime, no spotlight needed. Greg mocked the idea that conservative ideas are dumb. If they were, what's the issue? Then he imagined Joy dropped into real life, lost at a town hall, puzzled by a store without almond cheese, stunned at a diesel pump. It wasn't just a joke, it was a reality check with punch.
Of course, there's as much a chance that Trump will be impeached as there is a Joy Behar ever seeing her feet. The Washington Post ran a fluff bomb celebrating centrist Democrat women, going gaga over their resumes, mom energy, and group chat chemistry. But in this journalistic stroke job, not a single policy position was mentioned, which is weird. That's like doing a profile on me and not mentioning my many bodybuilding awards. Thank you.
Greg Gutfeld didn't just roast Joy Behar, he dropped her into an alternate reality. No studio lights. No applause, just real America. It wasn't mean, just sharp. Greg argued her worldview collapses the moment she leaves her bubble. Is pitch Joy meets reality each episode. She visits a conservative town. Mission: survive. Watch her at a football game. Try not to scoff or tackle the Second Amendment without a Broadway reference. It was sharp, funny, and classic Gutfeld served. With that trademark smirk.
She had that one Halloween where she went to Diana Ross and she felt she was treated differently.
You know, I also just... He also came off as just extremely likable.
Yeah.
I know that they booed him when they heard certain things, but it was hard to watch that and get mad at him or think he's a jerk. So I think maybe being in an environment like that could make somebody very irritated beyond the ability to do that, but he really pulled it off.
What did you make of it?
Greg Gutfeld ended with a clean hit. He didn't just mock Joy Behar, he showed how weak her points were. Her jabs, not bold, just lazy. Using buzzwords to explain inflation isn't smart, it's avoidance. Greg made it clear, real progress comes from debate, not slogans. He pointed out how elites treat simple ideas, free speech, lower taxes, accountability as threats, just because they don't carry elite approval. His final shot, not at her views, but her tactic: dodge real, talk, throw insults, and call it depth. Like swinging at ghosts, loud, dramatic, and totally pointless.
Behar, the comedian that inspired me to be a cab driver. She proved yet again how dumb she really is on The View when she pointed out that people in East Palestine voted for Trump. Roll this.
I don't know why they would ever vote for him, for somebody who, by the way, he placed someone with deep ties to the chemical industry in charge of the EPA's Chemical Safety Office. That's who you voted for in that district. Donald Trump, who reduces all safety.
Ooh, you can hear the audience gasp. God, The View's so bad I'd rather watch Jerry Nadler do naked jumping jacks.
Greg Gutfeld wrapped it up without yelling, just quiet precision. Joy Behar's arguments didn't fall because he was louder. They fell because they were hollow. Mocking real Americans from a studio isn't bold, it's a dodge, Greg imagined. Her debating someone juggling work, bills, and family. Would she still sneer? That was the mic drop. If mockery's your only defense, maybe you've got nothing. Greg didn't need fury, just facts, humor, and one truth. Disagreement isn't. The danger, dismissiveness is.